Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. Everything is messy and beautiful right now, and I want to show you some details. We'll go to the explosive garden and the messy vegetable bed, and lots of different little details that are so beautiful right now. This bed in front of the house, this is like the west facing gable, or I think it's a gable, well, this part of the house, and it used to be a couple of roses and Venca major that I really didn't like, and it always looked crap, excuse my French. And so last year I redid it. I dug up the Vencas and I planted lots and lots of different excess plants that I had from the garden. I had some from my mother also, and I absolutely love it. So it's geraniums and these marguerites, I don't know, margarita in Danish. Actually, I should know this one. And these amazing geraniums that are self-seeding everywhere. And roses and martrem, and a really interesting euphorbia that I got from a man in the village close to us. I love this, and it has been self-seeding, so I'm allowing the seeds and hoping that I get more because I want it all over the place. Some lamb's ear, of course, and a bit random, we have a teasel in the middle, and it's totally misplaced, but in a way it's beautiful and sculptural, and what's not to love. Some marjoram and some well, lots of other bits and bobs. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. I just think it looks amazing and beautiful, and much more interesting than the Venca major, which is like a nice ground cover, but not super interesting in the long run. This has much more interest to me, and I love this, the messy beauty of it. This is perfectly messy, beautiful for me. The roses this year, you know this guys, I've already told you about it, but the roses are to die for this year. So I think this bed is maybe a representation of how I garden. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this because it brings me joy, and I'm passing it every day, many times during the day. So I think you should make beauty in all the spaces where you pass most often. A couple, maybe a month or more ago, I did show you this messy vegetable bed that sort of happened, and I was seeding it, and now it looks, I mean, I love this abundance. Have a look at this. It's potatoes, and it's the tree spinach, and also I need to show you these poppies. I have them actually all over. I thought they were like a different poppy, but I mean, is this not perfection? And the color is so beautiful, and I think it goes amazingly with the color on the tree spinach. So that is full of joy for me. Potatoes have started flowering actually, so it won't be long. And I actually, can you come closer with the camera, and we will try to have a look at one of the potato flowers. Maybe I can get, I think, I mean, this one is not perfect, but these tiny lines, I think the construct of the potato flower is quite amazing. And it's not something you would probably usually look at, but I find that if you go into any kind of detail, you see the most beautiful patterns and constructs, and I love it. We've got Swiss chard, of course, we've got nasturtiums, we've got calendulas, more potatoes in the middle, and lots of spinach that is now starting to look at how much pollen is in there, but it has started to seed. That's fine. We will collect some seeds and well, eat something else. But let's go into the explosive part of the food forest. That's the newest part, because that also brings me joy. I go in every day a couple of times just to feel the vibrant aliveness that's in there. I'm hoping you can pass. Everything is beginning to come together. I mean, touching, and too many apples, and it's a jungle, a messy, beautiful jungle, I think. I should maybe also tell you that we're at the end of June, and it has been really wet and raining, and this means that everything is exploding. But this is like Aladdin's cave for me. Oh, I have to show you this one. This one is called Læge, Alant in Danish, or Tusindstråle. I wrote it down, but I forget, guys, what it is now. I wrote it down to remember, but now I've already forgotten. There you have it. It's my mind at work. But can I show you the detail of how the flowers are folded? I think it's so pretty how they are sort of swirled in and then they swirl out. And I think it's also the pattern in the center is like the Fibonacci. It's everywhere, these patterns and details and amazing constructs. I don't know. I love this right now, and the insects also love it. So that's a really wonderful thing to have. So many things I want to show you in here. But most of all, look at the thistles. Ooh, I think they must be 3 meters tall. What power! I think they are glorious, these cotton thistles, and they are loved by insects. And what graphical beings to have in your garden. Of course, it means that whatever was growing underneath is a bit pressed for space. That's obvious, but I had to leave them and just enjoy this. They are biannual, of course, and I know they will self-seed. I will collect some seeds also, but I don't think I will allow this many in here in this bed next year, but I had to do it. I think my husband is under attack from all the ants that's in this grass, so you sort of have to pick your space carefully. I also I want to just show you this with all the bishopsweed. These white ones, they have sort of taken over this area, but so beautiful, and the hoverflies love it, other insects love it. And I think along with the combination with these Haveklinte, I forget in English, I know it, but I will always put the right names both in English and the Latin or the scientific names in the description below if you're curious. But this, I mean, this has such growing power and such beauty. And I'm so happy when I come in here. Actually, I will also put a link to a video I made 2 years ago, or maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. All of this was covered in poppies as tall as me, and it was so beautiful. But you see how now it's something completely different, and it's not something I did. I have just allowed things to happen, and also to see that there's this process of having annuals like the poppies and other things that are filling in the space, while at the same time some of the perennials that I have planted in this space are growing and filling out the space. And now not so much space for poppies. We have a few on the other side, but I love this transformation. I never know what kind of combinations are going to be here. I never know what's going to thrive. So there's this joy of exploration every year, even if it's my garden. I mean, so I think that's one of the great joys of allowing the garden to have its own being, to have its own will, and also to be wild. This one is also intense. It's one plant. It's Queen Anne's thistle, and I will show you this one when it flowers, because I've made so many extra plants this year from seed because I absolutely adore this one. But you will also see that actually in here in this mix is a white teasel. I got some seeds from Hungary on eBay, which maybe is not a good plan, but they are like more than 3 meters tall, and actually they have made a whole wall that makes this area actually impenetrable. So I can't get in there. Well, I could, but I won't disturb it. I will just allow and enjoy from the distance. But it is gigantic, and even with the early frost that almost destroyed these are the tiny kiwis. They are starting to really grow, and I'm enjoying that. So this will be beautiful and full of kiwis in a couple of years, I hope. Another honorable mention is all the poppies that are here. I think, oh my God, and so many. I mean, so many different shades, and I don't know. I don't know why I love poppies so much. I think it's they're very simple, but they are and delicate in a way, and then they are like big pops of color in a garden. I think it's so beautiful. So that's, well, I mean, that's maybe what I wanted to show you today. Also, it's good to see that what are they? I forget. You know what these are. They are not cardoons. They are they are the, I don't know. Well, that is gone, but they have survived, and they haven't been trashed by the deer that come into this part of the garden. So we can start harvest these in maybe well, not a couple of weeks, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending on the weather. We finally have some good weather, and the sea is getting warmer by the day, and it's so enjoyable. We went swimming this morning, my husband and I, and it's summertime, guys, and I love this space. It really pleases me, and it brings me joy. So I hope you can feel how surrounded by beauty and wildness you can sort of feel it when you are in here. And it's constantly changing, of course, and now all the cotton thistles will come into bloom, and I hope the butterflies and the bees will visit as they usually do, and it's just beautiful. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you later.